Wow. Oh, we even got the whammy bar in. Very nice, Greta. Welcome to the Fox 17 Rock and Review on the web and also on YouTube. And I've got Greta Gaines in here, an incredible vocalist, singer, songwriter. You may know her from some of her TV hosting and also from her pro snowboarding, which I thought was very cool.
From back in the day.
Yeah, not that long ago, you know, and you were kind enough to come in today. We're going to talk about some of your new music and also talk about this great guitar that you borrowed from your co-musician, Eric.
Yes.
And so this is a 50s True Tone.
It is. It's made by Kay, right?
Yeah.
And it is from the 50s. It's in good shape. He put these flat, round strings on it. And we play it through distortion pedals and get this really cool tone.
It sounds incredible, you know, and the first thing I noticed when you brought it out of the case was it's got the Bigsby down here added, which, you know, you were working that when we came in, talking in the Rock and Review, and then it's got a volume and a tone for each pickup. It's got the original pickups. I mean, this thing's in great shape.
It is in great shape, and I think Eric was a little worried about us taking it on the road, so on eBay I found the sister to this exact guitar. It doesn't have the Bigsby,
right,
but it's pretty much in the same shape. Wow. So we'll take that one on the road and let this one stay home. Because
now, and you used it a lot in studio also, right?
It's the guitar that I kept all my tracking guitar vocals on this album, and everything was tracked live on this guitar.
Wow. Wow. And this is for Lighthouse.
For Lighthouse and the Impossible Love, my new album coming out. Yeah.
That's awesome. And now you brought in another guitar too, and we talked about this earlier on the news to where this was the one that Gibson made you.
That's right.
The custom Greta Gaines, which only you can own and no one can steal from you.
I'll sell it to someone.
But the cool thing about this one is it's got your snowboard logo too.
It does. It has the shredder.
Yeah. And so they did this back for you in like '97.
Uh-huh.
And then, you know, it's got your name inlaid in the fretboard and the finish on the body, which you got from a cocktail waitress.
From her dress. Very inspiring night at 12th and Porter led to that stylish finish.
I love that story, though. And it looks great, you know?
I don't even think she knows.
And now she will.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? But what a very cool
There was only
personal...
two made, and the first one had a big, thick, chunky neck.
Right.
And the second one, the one I kept, was modified with the 60s Gibson guitar neck that I was used to from my vintage
much
instruments.
Thinner, easier to play. I like that better. And like you said, too, that's why I was so thrilled to get you to come on with me, is that you have a taste for vintage instruments.
I do.
And you use them and you record with them live. And also you've got your own label now.
I do, Big Air Records. Yeah.
See, I think that's awesome.
It is awesome. I think a lot of indie artists out there get intimidated by the idea of having their own label, but it's really as simple as getting a cool logo and naming yourself and keeping track of your catalog and hiring these incredible indie teams. There's so many fabulous executives who are kind of on the street that you can put together the best of the best, and you can have the same people at your fingertips that any other independent label or major label has.
Right.
And that's what I've done with Lighthouse.
Well, I think checking out your website and learning more about you as I have, you know, you've really come through it all. You know, from doing, you know, all of your TV stuff and from doing your snowboarding and now the music, and you've really taken charge of your music. And I think each CD, each album has grown. You know, and you were talking earlier to where eventually you're going to get to the point to where, you know, this may be your final full-length CD with Lighthouse, and you're going to start doing like three songs at a time. I
think so. You know, to give the people what they want. The kids live in an iPod culture. They want that single. And I like writing singles. Yeah. So I think from now on, I'll create these singles for radio. We're having some luck. Kevin Sutter's doing great, getting played on radio. And we'll put out these little EPs with one single, maybe 2 other tracks, and keep them moving more often, because this album took me 5 years. I've got 2 little boys.
Right.
So, you know, I think moving forward, that'll work.
I think it's awesome. Now, also, I know you've got, you know, your website and you've got Facebook and all that stuff going. Where is the easiest place for viewers and people to find you and find your music? And I want to make sure and show them your very cool CDs.
Yeah, that's
so right there we've got
Whiskey Thoughts came out in 08. That went to #1 at Sirius, and the new one's Lighthouse. Check out GretaGaines.com. Look me up on Facebook. If you go to YouTube, there's so much classic 90s footage from me doing all kinds of different things on TV that it's never been able to see before.
Right.
So you can go on YouTube and watch my old snowboarding movies and bass fishing and hunting with Ted Nugent, all kinds of crazy stuff.
And you're going to be doing, and you were in Took ice fishing. I saw that video. And so, and you're going to be doing some more, you know, acting and everything else, and doing some comedy stuff. I thought it was so cool on Lighthouse also that you were telling me that your mom was involved also in doing sort of the goddesses and everything here on the cover.
Yeah, I mean, this album is really supposed to represent the point in midlife where your parents are getting older, your kids, you're stuck in this middle place, and it's a lot about fantasy, nothing like will give you wanderlust, like being a mom. So Lighthouse is a lot like, where do I want to live? What kind of people do I want to be around? What kind of light and love do I want to have around me? And how do I rectify the longing that I have for the things that I can't still do?
Right.
So it's all in there.
I think that's awesome. And like I told you when we talked on the phone the other day, to me the music is very organic, and I really sort of like where you've gravitated to. It sounds very honest.
Well, thanks. As a female artist coming up in Nashville, I think a lot of times they try to polish you up and put you with these incredible studio musicians and these incredible backup singers. It's really easy to get lost in the whole kind of machine that's here.
Yeah.
So basically it took me 20 years to pull back all those layers and find the most organic southern rock sound.
Yeah,
that's why we kept the tracking vocals. That's why we kept some of the earthiness to it.
I like that. It sounds organic to me.
It is.
You know,
it is
and
organic,
I think it really paid off. I mean, it took 20 years, but you know what, in the bigger scope of things, so what?
I'm a slow learner. But I have my own signature guitar.
Exactly, and not many of us do.
That's right.
So be sure and check out Greta Gaines, an incredible talent. Check out her website, Facebook, everything, and an awesome CD. And thank you for joining me today on the Rock and
Eric.
Review.
This was awesome fun.
Fun stuff. Thank you.